Are you feeling discouraged? Are you feeling like I am doing everything that I can, and nothing seems to be working out? Welcome to Rollerset to Mindset. I am Angela. I am your go-to guide when 50 has knocked on your door, and the question that keeps you up at night is, what is next for me? And so today we are going to dive into why we sometimes get discouraged when things just seem to be moving slow. And I'm going to talk about three things that could be contributing to that. And maybe you will find yourself or see yourself in one of those categories. And hopefully, this episode can help you out. The first thing I want to discuss is this, and that is reason number one. Women get discouraged in pursuit of their next life chapter is clarity, y'all. Lack of that, lack of clarity. Because most women don't quit. We don't quit because we're lazy. We quit because uncertainty. We are uncertain, and we're questioning whether what we're doing is purposeful. We're questioning whether it's our calling, and we're questioning whether it even matters. Well, I am here to tell you that it does matter. And I hope that I can say something that helps you to see it. Because when you lack clarity, listen to me now, when you lack clarity, everything feels heavy. Everything's feel questionable, and discouragement sets in. You start to second guess yourself. Any of you doing that? You start to comparing yourself. You start to feel like this isn't even heartfelt for me. I get it. But it is at same time that a breakthrough is on its way. So I want you to ask yourself this. I want you to ask yourself this. What do you feel like is in your heart? What has God placed in your heart? And I want you to examine that. I want you to shake that up a little bit. I also want you to ask yourself, what lights me up? What sets my soul on fire? And sometimes the thing that lights you up makes plenty of sense to you, but it doesn't make sense to someone else, and particularly the people that we love and care about. And sometimes that can be discouraging. So I want you to get clear on your reasons, because a lot of times when you're not clear, you ask yourself, was I called to do this? Am I even qualified to do this? I'm here to tell you that the mere fact that you are questioning yourself and pursuing it at the same time, that is a clue. And let me tell you, you are sometimes right there. Right there. That door is just about to open. So I'm suggesting to you, don't quit. You can't wait for full clarity to come. Sometimes that clarity is created as you move. It's created with movement. So I want to encourage you to just keep on moving, keep on moving. The second thing that sometimes can cause us to become discouraged, y'all, is comparison. Comparison, because of all the noise that's out there. Everybody got their gift, everybody got their thing. And sometimes when you see people doing their thing, and it is, you look at it and you are perceiving success on their end, and it's not always the case because you're comparing it to how far you think you are behind. I want to encourage you to pause that, pump your brakes on that. Pump your brakes on that, because comparison, it will steal it all from you. You start to look at, oh, how she is doing it. You know what I mean? How fast is she growing? How confident she looks. And suddenly your journey feels a little bit small. But I want you to know, hear me when I say this. Big things do have small beginning. Write that in the comment to confirm it. Big things have small beginnings. So don't fall into the trap of comparing yourself, because your journey has its own rhythm. Did you hear me? Your journey has its own rhythm. My journey has its own rhythm. And what might take someone 6 months, well, it could take you a year. But what is time anyway? It's all energy, it's all movement, it's all checking off the boxes as we go. You know, everything has its own gestation period, everything has its own timing. And that includes your breakthrough as well. So you're not behind. Hear me when I tell you, you are not behind, sis. You are constantly becoming, constantly evolving. And that's what I want you to embrace. So I want you to stop all the scrolling, stop all the scrolling and allow yourself to pause and allow yourself to water your own garden, water your own grass. Stop looking at your neighbor's grass. Understand that you got this. Understand that you got this. And when you stop comparing yourself, guess what you start doing? That's right. I heard it. I heard somebody say, you start creating. You start creating and you start making a difference. Okay? So, first thing, I want you to understand that you are operating on purpose. I want you to understand that you don't have to compare yourself to anybody, because you are an original. It's only you. It's only you. Why compare? Why make yourself second when you already are number one? I want to remind you that the conversations that we are having, it does not have to stop when the episode is over. I offer private coaching for women who are ready to step into their next life chapter with clarity, courage, confidence, and bliss. So if you're feeling stuck, or you know there's more for you, but you just don't see a path forward, you don't see a path forward yet, let's work together and allow me to help create it for you. Click the link in the description if you're watching via YouTube, or if you're listening on your listening device. Check out the show notes and schedule your session today, because your next chapter isn't waiting, and neither should you. Now, let's get back to the episode. You are already number one. You are already chosen. And the third point I want to make when you find yourself feeling discouraged is this: check your heart. Do you believe what you are doing from a heart posture, from a heart perspective? Because when you believe on that level, nothing can stop you. Nothing or no one can stop you. And for me, this thing cuts deep, because I found myself in a season of, am I built to do this? I found myself questioning my purpose. I found myself comparing myself to other people. But then when I checked my heart, when I looked back over the years and saw myself doing what I am doing today, I witnessed that. I didn't have a name for it. I couldn't call it a thing, but I had been doing it all along. Not just doing it all along, but being acknowledged for doing it that way. So I want you to check your heart, examine your heart, and see if you've always been that person. The heart is not going to lie. And what you want to do is you want to feel it. You want to acknowledge it, and you want to water it. You want that thing to grow. Okay? You want to move, and you want to move in a way that causes you to stand up straighter, because you're doing what you're doing on purpose. You're creating your next life chapter based upon your heart posture. And let me tell you something. Your next chapter is not head first. Okay, so get out of your head, get out of your own way, and tap into your heart. It's a heart decision because faith doesn't ask for proof. Okay? Faith doesn't ask for proof. Your proof is buried in your faith and it grows out of that. You know, all faith asks for is belief. Did you hear me? All faith asks for is belief. And once that's down pat, honey, you got this because you have to believe, y'all. I'm here to tell you, you have to believe what's in your heart. Your heart is not going to lie to you. It's not random. Your heart is revelation. So get it and get it good. So when you believe or feel like quitting is an option, you got to check yourself. You got to check yourself and get back on point because quitting for you, sis, it's not even an option. That's what I had to tell myself. Quitting for me, I had to write that thing down. I wrote that thing out. Quitting for me is not an option. I don't care how it looks. It doesn't matter how it looks. Quitting is not an option. When things not going right, it's information. It's information on how you could tweak it. Okay? It's information of how you can look inside of you, turn within, and then decide what is my next move. My next move. And let me tell you something. I talk to my mentor. I go to YouTube University. But the one thing that kept me on point, that snatched me back, was reading books. But it wasn't just books. There's one book that I read and continuously read for encouragement, for clarity, for confidence, for bliss, for joy, to keep me going. And that is God's word. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. Because nothing or no one is going to do it like God's word. You got to meditate on it. And revelation will be revealed to you and you will know your next step. Not just know your next step, but you can trust your next step. Okay? So, before we go any further, there are 3 reasons I want you to know you cannot quit. Ain't no quitting in you now. You can't quit because your story isn't finished yet. It's not. And there are women who are going to see themselves in your story. The second is because someone else's breakthrough depends on your obedience. Okay? First, someone has to see. And as you continue to go, they're going to see even deeper. And then they're going to have their breakthrough because it was because of your obedience. Isn't that powerful? You helping people you don't even know. You're helping folks you've never even met. But because you have the courage to keep going, you're going to create breakthrough for someone else. And the third reason is this, y'all. Quitting would silence. Did you hear me? It would silence the very voice you've been called to use. You hear my voice. I'm hoarse. I don't know what's going on with my throat, but you think I care? Because I am committed. I am being obedient because someone needs to hear this message and I'm going to bring it to you, hoarse and all. Okay? I want you to know this. Transformation is an inside job. And what's happening is you're just being worked on from the inside out. So there's no quitting in you. You've come too far to stop right now. And so in closing, I got this for you. If you feel like this message has touched you or made a difference for you in any way, or hey, maybe it's not you, maybe you got it all together, but you know someone who doesn't, go ahead and share it out. Like the message, like it and subscribe if you are not subscribed. And I, Angela B. Fuller, will see you, speak to you, pour into you on the next episode. I'll talk with you later, okay? Bye. Mwah.